Let's get this baby open. Got some comparables. You know the routine. This should be a Willy Wonka item from 1995. Boy, what a year that was. 1995. Let's see. I was in college. Last thing on my mind was this shit, by the way. Yeah, I think we all have a story about, we all have a story of like why, those of us that collect things from our childhood, obviously, like I've never known anyone who collected from childhood without a break all the way into adulthood. What a fucking weirdo you'd have to be. But anyway, we all have a story of why we quit, whatever it was. Anyway, here it is. Guys, we've got a 1995. I did not have this one in particular. Did have the big one. We're gonna get all this out here in a minute. But this is a Willy Wonka bottle caps. We call these different things. Snack size. Sometimes they're listed under Halloween treats. Beautiful. Actually, 96. Also a good year. Also in college. Anyway, that is a beauty. You don't see the little short one very often. Anyway, so let's just start here. So I do have the full size 96. It says 25 cents for this whole thing. That's crazy, isn't it? Just to put this in perspective, 1996, that was 30 years ago. Can you just let that sink in? So anyway, I brought out some bottle caps. They're not going to be in perfect order, but we have to probably start here. This kind of sucks, by the way. This, I forget which one of these. One of these. It was probably this one. Used to be sealed, and yeah, it was this one. And look at this shit. This thing just totally just fell apart on me, and all the candy just rushed out, and I didn't bother trying to reseal it. You can do that with archival glue. But I was so mad because I bought this as a sealed original, and all the candy came out. Anyway, we're going to look at some bottle caps if you have a minute. I've got some over here. And the reason is I just got this in if you're late to the party. Okay, so let's move these over. Let's figure out which came first. So anyway, these are what they look like in the beginning. You might remember bottle caps. Let's do that. Bottle caps back in the day when we were kids. They came in these big green packs. Well, this one says 1979 Breakers Confections, so that's obviously going to be the first one. So bottle caps first started with Breakers Confections, and then I forget the language, but they sort of they merged with Willy Wonka or whatever it was, and that's why this one says Willy Wonka on it. And when you flip it on the back, it says Willy Wonka. I love the dates. Look at that. This is from 1982. They changed the design a little bit, as you can see, from those 3 years. So we have a 79 Breakers Confections. At one time they were called Breakers, but then they went to Breaker Confections. Anyway, and then so when they became Willy Wonka in the early 80s or whenever it was, that's what it looks like. Also have these little small ones, the old ones. Again, if you find the green packs, they're the old ones. They're always the old ones. Got that one too. So let's figure this out real quick. So this one says 1978 Sun Mark on it. That's even older than our Breakers. So I didn't know that. This one, by the way, this came from a lady who saved this from Six Flags. She went with her family to Six Flags, and I bought her Six Flags stash. Unfortunately, there's no price sticker of Six Flags. I do have some Six Flags price stickers. That's a big deal for me because I'm from Atlanta, and I grew up at Six Flags every summer. About this time, I'd probably be in Six Flags if I was a kid. But anyway, just for fun little fact, this is a Six Flag one. But anyway, so these are all, again, we're going to move on, but this is all late 70s, early 80s. Now you get to this one. Notice it's a big change. We lost our big mascot, or at least he's been shrunk down right here. Also have more from this little set here. Okay, and these are going to date, it says it right there, 1983. That's really cool. So these are all from the 83 lineup. So this has been very convenient. We have the 78, 79. This skips to 82. These all say 83. This one's on, like it doesn't even have the maker on it. So, but it looks exactly like this one, like truly like that. Yeah. Let's see what these are. These are unused. What we're not going to see today are bottle cap boxes. I have all the modern bottle caps. Now we're not looking at the ones that they've been making for the past 15 years. I don't even keep those in these binders. Those are in like some new things. Anyway, these won't be in order per se. I mean, we can try to make an order. I think it's the 96s are next, actually. That's a pretty little sight there, isn't it? And so this is our new one. So as you can see, just right here, this is your big retail pack. You would know that because on the back it should have a retail little scan code, whatever. These came in bulk bags, usually for Halloween, not always, but usually, because this is something you'd put in some little kids' Halloween bucket. These are also going to run in the 90s and early 2000s. They stopped dating them, which is really annoying. This should be the whole set here. Let's look. They look the same, but our little man is purple, red, and then he's orange on that one. But these are from Valentine's Day. Just like with all different candies, as you'll see, every time we look at this stuff, you know, these brands, they start very small. As they get more popular, they start switching up and bringing in more flavors. Then they start playing with seasons, and they just expand, right? I'm going to have to make some more room. So usually when you see these, they're probably going to be late 90s, early 2000s. They're pretty annoying to date. Anyway, this is a nice one too. It's sort of, it's not as big as one of these big retail packs. Let's check the back. Actually, it does have a retail sticker. But look at that shrinkage. Of this, though, is not the size. These are beautiful. The size of this one. This is still that snack size. This is sort of your bigger size. Not much difference there, if you notice. I am missing some colors of these. I'm only missing them because I always forget which ones I need. Like I'll buy doubles of these, and I'm like, where's the orange one? I need an orange one. I need a few other colors. It's hard to keep up with. So yeah, this is pretty much the whole gamut I have for this one. Here's another one. I feel like this is going to be dated. So, with your Wonka codes, the first number or two can be an indicator of the year. This could be a 2001, something like that. 2002, hard to say. You know, it does say a .com on there, so that's a clue that we're in that right range for the most part. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. That's all I got right now. Again, what we're not looking at are the last 15 years of all the bottle cap boxes I have and all this other shit. This is just like the vintage stuff, right? And I don't think I have anything hidden really anywhere else that I can remember. But anyway, so super cool. You get to see the whole spread. Again, so just in review, got in a 96 snack size one. And then I just showed you kind of vintage bottle caps. We started up here. Notice they started green. They started with Breaker Confections. Let me show you one more time. That does not say Willy Wonka. It says Breaker Confections. And then 3 years later, they started putting that Wonka logo that we all love and remember. And then Wonka expanded their Bottle Cap Empire, etc., etc. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Wonka is so addictive to collect, and people get very weird around vintage Wonka. All right, that's all I got. See you later.